Yo, what's good? It's your boy Whispy Woodz. And in this video, you guys, we're basically gonna take another look at some Jesus toast. And as the bread of Jesus continues, we will be looking at things that people just honestly don't care to look at, you know, within not only the game, but within the map. And it is within a bird eye view that we're going to actually, see these items. But the first thing I want to show you here is something very interesting that we've all walked past. And it's something that I feel as though proves some of my point upon the aspect of how this game works, upon how they tell you things. They're telling you to look at things not only through perspectives, but through a bird's eye view. And this view will show you information, okay, that connects to not only things within the game, but things within the mystery and why they're there. Now, it's pretty interesting that they have these sculptures. Well, at least they have these painted sculptures right in front of the strip club. Now, I ask you, they could have put anything in front of the strip club. They really could have. But they put something very, very interesting on the side of this strip club that has to do with something that they've told us in the game. And I understand that it sounds confusing, but let me show you by taking a bird's eye view. Now we're looking at the map, and what I want to show you here are some of the names. I want to point your attention to the names at the corner here, because once again, I feel as though they're connected to things that they're trying to tell us, right? No different than the pictures and things that they're showing us. Now, as we progress through the map, we're going to see a lot of things, like Adam's Apple Boulevard, but there are a lot of things that connect with this general area that we're in, okay? And that is Elgin, okay? This specific area is called Elgin Avenue. Now, why does that correlate? I'm going to show you why Elgin correlates and why this proves my point upon looking at the map in certain aspects so that you can get certain clues. Elgin is not only called Elgin, but it's pertaining toward marble, okay, and marble sculptures. I mean, it's all here, you guys, from European to Greek, all of the main things that were noticed back then for, marble sculptures and whatnot. They were known for being removed by the Earl of Elgin, okay? And this man, removed a lot of that art for various reasons, but that's not really the point here. The point is to understand that they are correlated, okay? There are things within this game that correlate to things that we are looking at, not only within the game, but within the map, okay? I'm showing you guys how to read connections here, alright? Now, yes, I know, once again, my busted phone, haha, but I want you to understand, these marble sculptures are no different than what is shown here and why it's connected to Elgin Avenue. They are showing us things. Now, let me show you something that the map showed me. So now the main thing that I'm going to bring this video to is the aspects of not only the spectrums of the game, okay? I mean, I've already made it apparent that purple, okay, has something to do with the aspect of inversion, and when you invert it, it turns into the bad aspect of nature, okay? The bad aspect. But understand, just because something is green does not make Franklin evil. It means he is the nature, okay? The nature between evil and good. All right? Now, understand, pink is also within a color spectrum of purple, which makes perfect sense why we get a pink dress for Trevor. Not to mention that we see red, gold, and green here, and all of the spectrums that go along with it. The fact is that the vanilla unicorn is connected, but I want you to understand, within duality, the actual definition here of a unicorn is one horn. The word unicorn means one horn. Alright? So understanding that method of thought, we can understand something here. And it's about this so-called Jesus toast. And this is Davis Street, okay? And a lot of the things that go along within Davis Street are Strawberry and, most of the areas where a lot of the gangs hang out. Not to mention where most of the death is in the game due to the gangs, okay? Now, understand, what I mean by Jesus toast are things that you may take in stride as just, once again, a stupid potato chip or, something that may resemble a president. Or it may be something that you are not looking deeper into because the bread of Jesus actually has meaning. Understand what I mean by this. The unicorn, meaning the one horn, is right here. This area is Grove and all of the things that go along with it that we know of. Where we start off in the game with Franklin and where he resides with his aunt. Okay? It's all of the things that we know of within, San Andreas and whatnot. But there's a reason why these things are pointing towards certain aspects of, a lamb, and why I even showed in the beginning of the video a lamb. Now I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for me to just show it. And if you haven't seen it by now, then I implore you to look and notice things that you haven't before. But the fact of the matter is that yes, there is a lamb within this area. I'm going to show you. But that's not all I'm going to show you about this lamb. And now we have a lamb. Okay. And one reason why I do leave a lot of question to those Jesus Toast episodes is because I want you guys to think about it. I'm not confirming that this is an animal here because, once again, this game is based on perception. So if you don't see it, I understand. Don't hate me for it. But understand that these are things that I see, and if you see them from me doing what the game is telling me, segregating, then understand I've done nothing but follow the mystery's rules. That's all I've done here. But once again, a lamb, even a black one, does not mean a bad thing. It can mean a lot of the aspects in the Bible that pertain to good and how Jesus carried a lamb. Alright? And the sacrifice that he did for that lamb. But also, within a bad duality, we have the aspect of this lamb having a unicorn right above it. Okay, and what you're looking at here is a big vision of the aspect of the unicorn and or little horn, okay, versus the aspect of nature, the good aspect of nature, the Dorset, okay, which is in between everyone and humanity. So it makes perfect sense, you guys, why they put a figure of a horn. It's open to interpretation. But once again, don't hate me for following the mystery's rules, because that's all I'm doing here. Rams, okay, like everything that has to do with mankind, okay, the good and the bad aspect. Why do you think Franklin leaves his neighborhood? We don't even get any time in the neighborhood, you guys. There's even duality within Franklin's car. I mean, he drives a Buffalo, which is a duality of Dodge. What is Dodge known for? Rams. I want you guys to really think about this, okay? If they weren't trying to send us little clues and messages within their fucking map, okay? Understand the little horn, okay, for some reason, is right at the neck of this fucking goat. For some fucking reason. Rancho, little, big horn. Okay? What's even more interesting is that the horn, the actual horn that I believe is the horn of this lamb, is called the little soul. Think about it. Think about it, you guys. Just think about it. So now I'm here, you guys, as Michael, right at Mission Row, Adams Apple Boulevard, okay? I understand what I mean about this. Seriously. I just find it very interesting. We happen to be at a fucking boatyard. That's very, very interesting. This fucking street is connected to a boatyard. This is possibly another little shout out to Speed over here. Who knows? But what I do know is that this map is showing us shit, you guys. We have to pay attention. Okay, so this last little part is really just for a lot of people who are honestly gonna just watch about half of this video and then just thumb it down because they're not, once again, seeing some shit that, you know, is being produced by some fucking bullshit like spinning around 3 times and then pressing R2 and L2. Once again, this shit is going to be a lot more vast and it's going to take a lot longer than that because we fucked off that whole first year. And honestly, we did not pay attention to a lot of the things that they were throwing at us. Now, this is one of those things. My boy Eilish Joshi caught, and it was basically him on the Children of the Mountain site, but he was Trevor at the time. And a woman happened to say something very interesting. Now, if you haven't heard this, I'm going to play it.
I see the devil all up in that man.
Okay, so now I want you to understand what I mean about that. Okay, there are naturally things that are tied, tied to the characters within the dialogue and the things that are just programmed for not only the NPCs but for them to say to the characters. Alright? That is just fact. I mean, you have to understand just how the game works. It's no different, you guys, than when fucking Michael is wearing the Kiflam robes, and guess what everyone is calling him? Kiflam. Oh, Kiflam. Their dialect changes. Why? Why does their whole speech change? Why, right? Because it's all part of showing you clues. And I want to show you this because I need you to hear what I heard. This is a completely different gameplay. This is my gameplay. And I heard something quite along the same lines, but I heard it from a completely different NPC and a completely different time and in a different fucking manner.
Oh, honey, that man.
My mom coming to follow? Man, I'm telling you, bro, that'll be the devil.
Say that again.
Did you hear that? Listen again.
Mom coming to follow? Man, I'm telling you, bro, that'll be the devil.
Say that again.
Gotta be the devil. You could say that again.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, gotta be the devil.
Say that again.
Do this shit all day. Listen one more time.
I'm telling you, bro, gotta be the devil.
Say that again.
Now, the reason why I'm repetitive and the reason why I'm going on and on about the same thing, it's like, I understand, you guys. You're at this point, you're like, okay, we get it. Trevor's the devil. What's the next step? But you need to understand that these steps, okay, are going to come the exact same way we developed this information. They're going to come at a pace. So I need you to just be patient and understand the next bit of information that will ever be coming to you, because you need to be open at this point. Just open for whatever comes next. Thank you. Spread the truth. Oh yeah, and for those of you who are anal about little shit when it comes to these trivia connections and whatnot, I mean, I understand, okay, because you're putting yourself in a position to accept information, right? But understand, once again, this is why I bank a lot of my message on the truth, all right? I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, all right? So if you're tripping about Dodge Ram, okay, being the logo for the Dodge Ram truck and not the Dodge Charger, don't be so anal. Because understand, the Ram was the symbol for Dodge, okay, way before they changed those things. The Ram would eventually, okay, it would eventually become the logo for the trucks, all right? But before then, it was just Dodge, and then they changed it. So understand, you guys, this does connect in some form, in some fashion, because once again, this is bigger than GTA.